Morning, everyone. I'll just please kindly have your seats. Um, yeah. First of all, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for your patience. I know we didn't start. Hopefully, I was thinking there won't be African time, but Africa happened. Nigeria happened, but we're here. And I just want to say thank you very much for your patience and thank you for waiting. Before I go ahead, I also want to say thank you to all our guest speakers. Thank you, AK. Thank you, Pastor Mark, is my pastor. Thank you, P Mark. Thank you. Yes. And my mentor is here, my career mentor. It's such a privilege that today I sent her a message and I said, it's so funny how you dream about something and it's coming to life, right? I've always looked forward to having an event where she's actually going to be a keynote speaker. And this is it, right? Thank you very much, Maroro. I call her Maroro. Yes. And I want to say thank you to Pastor Ezekiah. Um, it's so funny how God works. I think if there's one reason why I believe that, yes, God had already given us a go ahead to have Light Bearers Conference this year, Pastor Ezekiah holds like a very significant part of it. He is not based in Nigeria. Funny enough, he's in the US. And he was not even supposed to be in Nigeria this year at all. Like he had already told us that he's not going to be in Nigeria and everything, you know. But as God may have it, we have him here. Thank you so much, sir. Yeah, I think probably when it comes up, he'll give more details about that. And then I want to thank our host pastor. Please, if you don't mind, I actually want you to do this with a standing ovation. To appreciate our host pastor. Thank you so much, Bishop. Thank you, sir. The first time we walked in here, I think everything you said was a courage that we needed to just keep pushing further and further. And thank you so much for housing us. We know what it means. We know the level of sacrifices. In fact, they were all actually supposed to be at Shiloh, but he is here. And he went to Shiloh, but he made sure he was here for this event, even if Shiloh's. So that's a lot of sacrifice, and I don't take it for granted. I honor you, sir. Thank you very much. Um, okay, my husband is not here, but it's okay. Is it? I want to say thank you to Minister Obina. Um, yeah, our worship leader. I just want to, oh, sorry, please kindly have your seat. Thank you. I just want to say thank you so much for your support and thank you for gracing us with your voice. Thank you. So I'll just go quickly into what I have for today. And of course, to all the audience, thank you so much. I really appreciate. So I'll be speaking briefly on um the illumination mandate. Basically, why the theme for this year is so significant. This theme actually came when do we're actually doing the one for last year, and I think I also want to say kudos to every one of us, even down to the team. This is our very first physical event. We actually moved it from virtual to physical. And yeah, it's a lot, but we are here and we are so grateful, right? And yeah, we're so grateful. That's the word. So I'll be speaking on illumination mandates. That's why we shine. So basically, if you're asking yourself why you're sitting here today, I believe that whatever I'm going to be saying today will be giving more clarity to that, right? And then we have sometimes people will just ask Ginika, how do you do this thing? Even me too, I don't know. I promise you, like the quality of speakers that we have in this year's conference. First of all, it's holiday season. I hope you all know. People are supposed to be going on holiday, but they are here. And I don't take it for granted. Like, I don't take it for granted. with their designation. It's out there for everyone to see. And yeah, it's just to just show that yes, indeed, God is in this and we are here. So why we shine? I want you to know that first of all, that it is not an accident that we are here. It is it's not just a, if you probably feel like I registered, let me just attend. I need you to, it's okay to actually feel like that in a way, but I need you to come with an open mind. If there's one thing we've actually prayed for, is that people's mind are transformed. Because the truth is that a lot of things will be said here, but it's just one word, transform you and take you from where you are, and you begin to get clarity, directions, for where you actually need to be and where you want to be. So I'll start with this, that the first thing that God gave us when He said that we are light bearers is that He gave us an identity. All right. And the truth is that identity defines us a lot as humans. Like, it's a guide to who you are, to how you act. It's a clear vision to what you want to be, clearly how much you want to transform, right? Um, our anchor scripture, Matthew 5:14, verse 16. Please, can it be projected? Okay. I think let me just quickly read from my, okay, it's projected. Okay. Please give me MSG version. Yes. Okay. I don't know if you can see the screen. You say, here's another way to put it. You are here to be light, bringing out the God colors in the world. God is not a secret to be kept. We are going public with this, as public as a city on a hill. And he said, if I make you light bearers, you don't think I'm going to hide you under a bucket, do you? I am putting you on a light stand. Now that I have put you there on a hilltop, on a light stand, he said that what? Shine. I need us to say this together. He says what? Shine. Now, he said, keep open house. Be generous with your lives by opening up to others. You prompt people to open up with God. This generous Father in heaven. Praise God. The truth is that as Christians or as human beings, let me use that, we are actually a lot. We are actually doing a lot. But sometimes what we don't understand is that we need to take intentional steps to actually do what's out there. Take intentional steps to be sure that we are aligned with God's purpose for us. And that is why I'm saying that the first thing that God gave us when He calls us light bearer is that He did what? He gave us an identity and He gave us a purpose, right? And now I'll move to the second thing. He said, and God said, God is not a secret to be kept. He's not a secret. He's not somebody that you should hide under. He's not someone that you should not be proud of. Do you understand? Some people will say, oh, let me be careful. Let me not just say God, God. Let it not sound spooky or something like that. No. God has said, I'm not a secret to be kept. And what that means is that for everything that we are as humans, He has given us the authority and the mandate to do what? To be visible, and also to what? Take responsibility. The truth is, you cannot do one without the other, right? You cannot say you want to be visible without taking responsibility. But funny enough, when you take the responsibility, the visibility will actually come. When you take the responsibility to be a light, the visibility will actually come. Now, what does this mean? It means that if you ever desire growth, let's just, you know how they make it short, for simple. If you ever desire growth, the only way you can achieve that is to do what? Is by serving. That's the truth. And that service is what? That is where you now take the responsibility. And when this responsibility comes, you do what? It's visible. You cannot even hide. God said, I have not made you a light bearer to put you under a bucket. It's just that most times are not concerned about ensuring that we are doing the right who are doing the right thing. And I'm trusting that even for today, for people that probably don't know where to start, for people that don't have clarity of what they want to achieve or how they want their life to move going forward from here. Funny enough, it's cliche that when it's end of the year and there's a new year coming, we're looking forward to so many things. There are so many expectations. But the truth is, if you keep doing what you do in the previous years, don't expect a different result. You're actually going to have the same result over and over again. But I'm happy that you're here. And I'm also happy that with everything that will be said today, I'm very sure that you're going to have words that will transform you. You're going to have words that will give you clarity. You have words that will um, give you purpose. And then the next one I'm going to talk about is that as light bearers, it is important that we do what? We position ourselves and we practice. You cannot put yourself in the wrong circle. Positioning is very key for us, even as individuals, even in our career, whatever way, even whatever position or role or responsibility that you hold, it is important that you position yourself where in the right circle, right? I'm going to say this. Um, I'm going to say so. Let's take for instance the light stand. Have you ever pictured? Okay, let's look at this room. Imagine that everywhere in this room is actually dark. No matter what it is, if the remote to actually turn off this place is hidden, hello, will be like the place will be dark forever. Do you understand? But then when you now know where to go and turn it on, you can see that it has positioned itself in a way where it's actually going to be useful for the purpose of this hall. The switch itself has positioned itself. So even as human beings, our positioning matters. Being in the right circle matters. And the truth is sometimes we try to say things like, oh, because we don't want to hurt people, or because, oh, I've known this person for a very long time, I want to be nice to this person, and at the end of the day you're hurting yourself. You know this person is not good for where you're going to. You know this person is even a stronghold. Some friendship are stronghold, some relationships are actually stronghold, but we still say no. We want to find ourselves there. We want to put ourselves there out of mercy, out of wrong empathy, because that's not empathy at all, right? So you have to position yourself in a place where, and I'm going to talk about position in another way. Now, if you look at it, it's very difficult for people to serve. Even for some of us here, if you tell ourselves the truth, sometimes it's actually difficult for us to serve, right? And when I mean service, even in your workplace, the question is, are you actually doing your job the way you should do your job? Are you carrying it out the way you should carry it out? Are you sold out to it the way you should be? If you are probably in a community, are you actually giving your best? Will people look at you and say, yes, you're actually giving your best? So when you position yourself, you practice to become better. You practice, and practice come by doing what? By serving, right? And then as light bearers, it is important that if there's one skill that we should build, it is the relational influence. Nobody, no man was created to be an island. I hope you know that. You can't function alone. You can't actually do it. You can't do life on your own. You probably be able to succeed, but the truth is, with people and the right people, position yourself in the right people around you, your success is actually going to be sustainable. That's the word actually, right? So it's important that what you are intentional about making the right, like building the right relationship, not just making, building the right relationships. Come out of your comfort zone and reach out to people and speak to people. Come out of your comfort zone, you know, and get guided by people that would help you. And then genuinely invest in your relationship. You're not actually there to keep taking and taking and taking. You're also there to do what? Invest in people. You know, when you hold on to something, you're holding on to this and they're saying take. If your two hands are filled, do you think you have enough hands to do what? To take more? It's not possible. You won't, right? So what it means is that there are times that you have to let go of some things just to hold on to something else for a while, or get something else for a while, just for a maybe a small period of time. But one thing that is constant is what? Change. And as humans, it's important that we are also doing what? We're also transforming, right? And then I would just like to say this, just a wrap up with this. Own your identity. It is very important. Now be visible with wisdom. Don't just be visible and you're not doing anything. And the truth is, so many times we keep complaining about what is happening on social media. But the truth is, majority of us that have the right information are still holding those information. Why? We just want to keep to ourselves. Or we are waiting for the best background and the right camera and the to say these things that we know that can change people's life. And if we're not careful, right, the people with the wrong information that will keep destroying this generation, they will keep destroying the generation. Because good informations are what? They are limited. Why? Because we are not positioning ourselves to do what we are actually supposed to do. So today, you that have bought ring lights and you know you have good knowledge that will transform people, and you just kept it because you're waiting for the right cutting. Ah, no, wait, let me just change my house. When I paint my house white, are you in this crowd? Eh? Yeah, here, Abby. Eh, God is waiting for you. He said he has not made you light bearers to do what? To put you under a portion. Mm-mm. He's saying that you should shine. So be visible with wisdom. Displace fear. Take fear away. That's just it. And then multiply through your relationships. Multiply through what? Your relationships. Now, it doesn't mean that you're just gunning for the people that are above you. It also means that you've intentionally taken one person and you're saying, I want to make sure that this person's life is better than the way I met. So you're sharing opportunities, you're intentionally. I don't want to talk about the story of my mentor. We will not live here. I'm trusting God that it's actually going to come in a book and God will make it happen. Amen. Now measure your light. It's important as light bearers. Measure your impact. That's when you will really know if you are doing something or not, though. Because sometimes you feel like you are doing a lot, but it's possible that you are not. Measure your impact. Take yourself, like do a roll call. Check yourself intentionally and ask yourself, who are the people that are being transformed because I exist? What life am I impacting because I exist? That's how you know if you're actually fulfilling this mandate of being light bearers, right? And I just want to say this, that now is the time. It's not tomorrow. It's not next tomorrow. If you're called to serve, serve with all your heart. The only way you can grow, the only way you can be successful is actually what? True service, right? And we're just going to do a little chant. Yeah. Are we ready? Are we ready? Okay. I want you to put your hat in your chest and raise your hand. How they do it in court? Who is a lawyer here? Help us. How they do it? I promise to do this with all my heart. And I'll be truthful. And I'll say the truth. Nothing but the truth. I'm a light bearer. I'm a light bearer. I am built to shine and I am called to influence. And I'm not doing this tomorrow. I'll start now. Thank you very much, everyone.